So we are ready to print a 3D component. I've got my file loaded up that we're going to print. It's called Cisco Keyring. I think you know what that means. I can go ahead and click on load and print, and it's going to send this job over to my 3D printer using this interface that I have available. Now while it's sending the job over to the printer, we can go back to the printer view and take a look at what's happening. Our 3D printer is going to run a series of tests. What we'll see is the leveling of the bed and verifying distance from the bed. This is used by different technologies. It might be infrared or it might be something different based off of your 3D printer. Our 3D printer is going to finish the test. It's going to do a test line, but before it can do a test line, the 3D printer has to get the correct temperature set. Let's take a look. Inside of my interface, you can see here that right now the hot end nozzle is at about 170 degrees Celsius. The target I have for my PLA material, I found that this material prints best at 210. When we looked at before it changing the PLA, that previous material was good for about 190 degrees Celsius for removal. But when I print and I create objects, I find that my objects come out best when I use my custom temperature of 210 degrees Celsius. So my 3D printer is going to heat up the hot end nozzle to 210 degrees, and then it will begin to print the object. So we've hit 210 degrees. We'll go back to our printer and see what it's doing. So our 3D printer is going to run a test line using the filament, and from that test line, we're then going to start printing the object itself. The test line is down. You could see it on the bed, and now the nozzle is going to shift, and we're going to start our 3D printed object. Now that the 3D printer has started printing the object, we can stay here and watch it on the camera feed, or we can actually go back to an interface I have, which is a web-based interface, and we can see a print bed view of it. So based off of the code that I loaded up with the object file, this is actually what it's working on right now in real time. It started an outline of the object, and now it's starting with that filler. The printer is going to continue on and keep going through different layers of our object until it's been completed. So we can watch it on the live webcam, and we can see how the end product's gonna come out. So we've completed our 3D printed object. We've got our Cisco keyring. So please make sure you take the time to learn how these 3D printers function, as well as how to do basic maintenance on them regarding that filament. As 3D printers become more common in our everyday businesses, as well as their uses become more applicable, you're going to have to do some maintenance with them. So take your time and become that IT professional.